In this short tutorial, I'm just going to show you how to create a special sort of form, a form that's going to allow the user to edit data over more than one table. It's called a form and a subform. In this tutorial, I'm going to be using the Computer Crazy system. This is the company that sells computer games to customers. Let's first of all have a look at just remind ourselves of what the tables are in this scenario, and the ones we're interested in for creating this form. So we've got an order table here. I'll just get it back. We've got the order table, which has basically got an order number and a link to the customer. Each order can have more than one order line. In other words, a customer makes an order and they can order many games. That's the link here. So we've got a one-to-many between order and order line. And the other thing we're interested in is the customer. So we've got a customer table with a customer name and address, and we've got a one-to-many relationship between customer and order. So that means one customer can make many orders, but each order is just for one customer, and an order can have many lines. In other words, a customer makes an order and they can order as many games as they like. Let's go into how to do this, and I'm going to use the wizard. Although there's a number of ways of creating a form, I'm just going to use the wizard, and well, let's show you what I'm after. Something similar to this is what we're looking for. We've got a form where it's got the order details. It's not complete, but this is the top bit is the order, who the customer is, and then this part here, this section down the bottom, excuse me, shows the games that have been ordered on that particular order. So we could go to another order. So at the moment we're on order number 1. If we go to order number 2, we can scroll through 3. The customer changes, the order changes, and the games change. So we want a form that's basically got order details at the top, and then this called a subform, which shows the order lines. In other words, all the games that have been ordered on this particular order. Okay, let's have a look at how to do that. So I'm going to use create. I've selected the table here. You don't need to, but it's going to be over the main table. It's going to be the order. I'll go to create. I'm going to use the form wizard. And because I'd put my cursor on the order table, it's already suggesting, okay, do you want the order fields? I want all the fields from order at the moment, so I'm just going to press the double arrow. But at this point, I'm going to need fields from other tables. I need some of the customer details on this form. So I'm going to look for the customer table. There it is. And I'm just going to take the first name. I'm going to do a single click and the last name of the customer. So that'll be shown. That's about it for the top level bit. Now I want to show the order line. I want to show all the games that have been ordered for this particular order. So I'm going to go over the order line table. This is where we've got a one-to-many relationship. One order can have many order lines. I don't need the order ID because that's going to be at the top, but I do need the game ID, the unique identifier for the game they've ordered, and I do need the quantity ordered. One last thing I need, I don't want to show we've got the game ID, but I don't want to show you the title for the game, the name of it. That means more to the user. So I'm going to go to the game table, and I've got something called game title. This is the description of the game that's been ordered. So I'm going to just copy that across as well. Is there anything else I want? Actually, I might as well take the price. Might be useful to show what the cost of the game is. So I've done that. Now I've got all my fields. There's quite a few fields, and they're actually over 4 different tables. Let's see what the wizard makes of it. So I click next. It's basically saying, how do you want to view your data? It's selected by default by order, which is what I want. And you've got this little pattern on the side here. What it's basically saying is you're going to get one record at the top which shows the order details, and then you're going to get this subform, they call it, which is going to show all the games that have been ordered on that particular order. It says it's a form with subforms. So let's just click next. By default, it's going to data sheet. I'm just going to see what this looks like. It gives it some names. Which titles you want for your forms? I'm just going to rename those so I know what they are. I'm going to use FRM for form, and this is just a test. So I'm going to do that's the top level one, the bit that appears at the top. Now this subform is going to show all the games I'm just going to call that order line test so I know where I am. I think I've already got one of these, so I'm going to put 2s so I don't overwrite what I've got. Open the form to view or enter the information. Well, let's just see what we've got. It's not a bad stab of it. I've got, if you look, I've got at the top the order number, the customer ID. It's brought in the name of the customer as well. It's got the date of the order amount. I haven't put VAT into the database. And then for each order, it shows a list of the games they've ordered with a title. So it's not a bad, and I can go through, if I go down to the bottom, the navigation at the bottom is for the orders for the top level one. So if I click on 2, if I go to the top, you can see the name of the person's changed and the order number's changed. And on this order, they've only ordered 2 things. I could actually scroll through this as well, but since I've only got 2 items, so you've got 2 sets of navigations. This is the subform, and this one down here is the main form at the top. Why don't you go off and do this in your own system, and then we'll have a look in another video tutorial how to edit this and make it look a little bit more user friendly.